Like when I showed up at NVR, like I had a target on my back. Like I was this kid coming from Florida. Like nobody knew who I was, but I knew what I was talking about because I had a major and an upbringing that was very similar to the job. So I knew stuff when I showed up on day one where they usually hired like English majors and business majors. So like people would be like targeting me, and my mid-level managers, people like a rung above me, were the ones who were the most threatened. But what I learned was just block that out and perform. Like you can't bitch, you can't do any of that stuff up front. You really need to just get your footing, don't let it bother you. And then where I was kind of going with this question is what happens over time is you shine in a way that your manager can't ignore it. And then what happens is that salesman who's a prick or that other guy who's blocking you, people realize you're magnanimous, you're better, and opportunity starts to fall in your lap because you just blocked out the bullshit. And a good manager knows that that guy's a prick and he's blocking you, and they giggle with you like, how was that? But like a not so good manager won't see it, but someone above that person is a better manager, and they're going to be like, no, that guy Ian's a performer, Frank's a performer, the other people aren't. And that's been my experience. Just go do the job and be irreplaceable. And if you do that, the jerks lose power.
Yeah, I mean, that's really well said. It's hard when you're in that moment and you're not getting results and you feel like it's unfair. Someone on your team is doing something unfair, but it's until you go deliver, until you go put some numbers up, some results, no
You're
one's
just
going
a
to care.
complainer if you start belly aching too soon.
No one's going to care. So what I had to do was block him out. I had to ignore him. I just ignored him. I didn't respond to his emails. I didn't really talk to him much in the office. I made sure to cover my tracks when I needed to. And it was a lot of wasted energy and time. But as soon as I started getting results and I ended up building a better relationship with my boss, you've met Connors, right? I built a good relationship with him, but I didn't build a good relationship with him because I was buddy and we both liked baseball. He liked me because I started producing results just like the other guy. I was growing and I was putting numbers up, and he saw that I was doing it the right way. I was going out of my way to help the team. I would go to other cities, show them things I was doing. I'd lead things on calls. I wasn't political like the other guy. I did it right.
You did the damn job.
But I built a reputation to where I had as much of a voice, if not more, than the other person. And ultimately, long story short, I became that person's boss. I was promoted 3 years after I started to sales manager. And now the guy who's trying to block me early, who I knew was a snake, he was now reporting to me, and his tune couldn't have changed more because he knew I knew every one of his dirty secrets and what he was going to do to other people. And I made sure to cut him off at the knees that couldn't happen. He couldn't do the same little tricks. He couldn't snow me like he snowed his manager before and other people around the office because I'd seen his tricks.